the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, race fans, welcome. We're live tonight here for the SRA Sim Racing Authority Xfinity Series. And I tell you what, right now, these guys, man, are about to get going and have an awesome run. Got to get through the intros there, man. Calm down. So I can get out here. But we're at Mazda. Want to be some road course racing here, folks. Well, got a good one here. As always, I'm Joe White up here in the booth. But and my main man, the legendary man himself, Tim McBriar. He's back. What's up, Tim?
Doing great, Joe. Doing a lot better. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
And I'm doing awesome. And I tell you what, you came back to a good one here. It has been an awesome last couple of weeks. These guys have put on an awesome show. And I tell you, these guys right now, been on qualifying. And we got about 3.5 minutes to go here. This is some road course racing. So this place is going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a wild one.
Yes, it is. Hi, Becky. Hi, everyone in the live chat. Joe, last 2 or 3 weeks wasn't no good for me, but it was for them.
Absolutely. I mean, I tell you what's good to have you back up here as we're getting set here to do some awesome wild road course racing here at Monza Speedway. Now, Monza, normally NASCAR does not run here in real life. It's kind of unique, and these guys here at SRA, they yeah, we are definitely snowed under, Becky. Got a lot of snow. Got about 8 to 12 inches here where I'm at, so I love it. Don't get me wrong, I'm no person. But it's going to be unique. It's been a while. I used to run this track when I ran in some other leagues down on iRacing. But I ran it in the GT3 cars. Not 100%. I mean, you got to excuse me. I'm not 100% familiar with every turn or anything like that, but definitely going to be exciting.
Man, you talking about excited, Joe, when you got how many, 23 cars tonight?
Looks to be about 23, 24 here. It's going to be a good field. And, we have 27 laps. Obviously, we're looking for lap 10. It's going to be the lone style halfway.
Caution.
Yeah, caution that they have. Stage racing, that's what they call it. Yeah, I'll get it out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long race.
27 laps is a long ways here at Monza.
Well, it is. I mean, because this is not a short track. Just to give you an idea here, let's throw out some info. It is a 3.5 mile track, which, obviously it is a road course. I mean, everybody's thinking, like, 3.5 miles, good Lord, But it's a road course. 11 turns to it, 118 track temp here tonight. So it's definitely one that's going to be interesting. Got a lot of unique style camera views here. That's what's going to make it interesting. You can see right now, man, on pole, Bobby Zielinski. I call him the Professor, Tim. And, man, last week in a thriller. I mean, in a thriller. It was like he went to school in a win and put those guys to the test. Freddie De La Rosa, he's another one up there. Benjamin Nelson, showed me the Benjamins. Jake Nichols, I call him the Superman. Tyler Ducharme there, 5th. I mean, it's a who's who of names out here, and very interesting. Obviously, man, we've got Tyler said, plan to take it easy out there. Yeah, me too, or I'd hit the wall.
I tell you what, Joe, we're gonna see some good racing there tonight. This 118 you said, or 108?
No, 27. We're just going 108.
I'm talking about the Sim500.
Oh, 118. Yeah, we're doing 118 laps. We'd be here this time into tomorrow.
Oh, I know that, but what's the temperature, track temperature?
118.
Okay, that's going to call for some slick tires right there in about 4 or 5 laps.
Well, the one thing about, road racing is we're going to see here as we watch it throughout the entire race is one, road racing is, you got to take care of your equipment. It's not like oval style. Oval, you kind of send it into turns. Here on road racing, you got to set the turns up. As we're getting set here, qualifying session's about to be over with. Getting set to go green flag racing here at Monza. Folks, hang on because it's about to be a wild one up in here. Sim Racing Authority. That's right, I call him, man. He definitely bring the authority week in and week out. And look at that, the professor. He's going to hang on to the top spot. Tim, I always tell people, tell the dog, tell the cat, tell the neighbor, everybody be quiet, we're going racing.
Oh, man. 24 cars going to rush that number one turn, Joe. That's going to be a rough one.
And number one turn, and this one is almost like a bus stop S turn. So you got a long straightaway with a lot of speed. You got to whoa that thing down very, very, very low. So yes, you're going to see chaos in turn one. Be interesting to see what these guys do. Now, they probably will get spread out a little bit. It's a typical road race. As far as I know, there'll be no full course cautions unless they throw it, I believe. I'd have to get confirmation from Bobby. See what we got there. But fun's coming to an end, man. I tell you, we're going to grid these guys up.
Sure are. Looking good too, buddy. We're gonna have a good race tonight.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. I'm gonna welcome all of our viewers tonight. Man, I tell you what, it's just awesome to be back. I didn't think I'd ever get back, but I'm here. I got better, so it's time to go racing.
Well, we didn't want you to die on us.
Well, I didn't either, but I thought I was going to there the last couple of weeks.
Heck yeah.
Good to have SimSpeedShop.com on there tonight, Joe. They've been with us all season, ain't they?
Yeah, let's you mentioned that. Let's go through some great sponsors here. The first one there, Unleashed Graphics, man. I tell you what, if you're looking for something for a logo, a paint job, or anything, banner or whatnot, check them out there at Unleashed Graphics. Drea does an outstanding job. She's done a lot of logos for us here at OSR Network. Check us out. And you just mentioned it, SimSpeedShop.com. If you're looking for a button box or anything sim related, those boys out right there. And this one right here kind of came on board, and I love this one. It's kind of unique. TNP knives. If you like doing some whittling, cutting, or cooking, or really want to stab something, check those guys out. Maybe get you one at TNP knives. We're not promoting trying to stab anybody, but we're just saying we want to appreciate all the sponsors coming on board. Getting set here to cross this thing over.
The most realistic online racing sim.
I missed y'all too, Drea. You and everybody on here, Becky, everybody. It's good to be back.
All right, well, I tell you what, Tim, let's grid them up here tonight. Here we go. Man on pole, Bobby Zielinski. I call him the professor. He puts it out front tonight here, and he's going to try to take him to school on the road course. Freddie De La Rosa. I know that guy, man, definitely does a outstanding job. Benjamin Nelson, show me the Benjamins. He's out there starting in third. Tyler Ducharme starting fourth. Fifth place starter, Jake Nichols, the Superman himself out there. David Shutt, well, he's looking to scare everybody off the track. Starts sixth. Seventh place man, Nate Trito, hard charger there. Seventh, Zoltan Herzeg starting in eighth place. Ninth place starter, Kyle Putz. Round out the top 10, you got Brett Punkari. Look through the rest of this field. It's a who's who here at SRA. For being interesting as we get set. You're going to send this thing in for turn one.
Do you think the professor can hold a light to him, though, there, Joe?
Gonna take him to school. What that? And I say that week in and week out. And for one, I mean, Bobby Zielinski, he's obviously very good. You can't take anything away from any of the other guys out here. There's a lot of talent on this racetrack. And, I mean, but he's good. That's all I got to say. Woo.
And them bad boys are right up there in front with him, too, Joe. They ain't far behind him.
No, I mean, you know, like I said, you've got a lot of great talent out here. And a lot of guys, man, that definitely will be putting up, you know, and a multitude.
They're going to be putting on a good fight. All right, here we go. Long way around this track.
All right, well, they're going to do a long pace around here, and, you know, there's a big track. You know, we just said 3.5 miles. So my understanding, like I say, they won't have any cautions here. It should go by pretty quick, though, Tim. That's the one thing. With no cautions, you know, yeah, it will be a typical kind of long race, but it will seem like it'll go pretty quick because there is no cautions.
Right, unless it's just a local caution.
Well, we know we're going to have the stage 1 at lap 10. That's going to bunch everybody back up. Don't really know about fuel mileage here. It's going to be another one interesting.
Boy,
hey,
it is.
Chemo said he thinks Bobby Z is going to win tonight.
Don't know where, Chemo. We got some good drivers right there beside him, right behind him there now.
Well, who's your favorite out here?
I'm gonna pick Jake Superman.
All right, good deal. I'm gonna go with you know, I'm gonna tell you what. Well, here we go. Actually, they go halfway here. They don't have to go around the whole thing. It's pace cars in. Give my pick here in a second. Green flag flies. We're racing here at Monza. We'll watch them as they head off into turn number 1. Come down across the line. Green flag flies. Watch this first turn, folks, because this is where it's going to get wild at right here.
It's gonna get real wild right here, buddy. Watch it.
2 by 2, and it's not advisable to go through there side by side, but everybody seems like they make it around the first turn, and turn 2 kind of gets spread out. Everybody made it through very good through the first turn there. Wow.
They was practicing, Joe, and they figured that out in practice. They gonna have to slow down in that turn 1.
So they were practicing a little bit, huh? All right, now I tell you what, Jake Nichols, he's back in 6th, but he's got his hands full with Tyler Ducharme, Freddie De La Rosa right there, and the number 72. They'll go side by side. Got a lot of nice, you know, good close-up shots here. You've got some wide turns, and then you see Freddie going into the grass, and it's just going to be, you know, excitement. Freddie just right there. He overshot the turn. Something that you can't do. You have to be very, very careful.
Yes, you do. We got the 24 there. He's, let me see where he's at.
Which one you look for?
24.
24? You got 25 out there. So you 24 Bobby Cheney. Now he's back in 18th. Call him Mr. Consistency. He's probably going to hang out back here for a while. Maybe let that. And that's the thing. Oh, we got a car around. Oh, who is that? That's actually Ethan Kurtz. And obviously right there it tells us there is no caution. So let's go back on here. So if you see any cars spin, let me know, Tim. Don't blow my eardrums out like they last night. Oh, he got a little help going into the turn. Watching the replay here for everybody. What's up, Revelation? How you doing? He got a little help in the turn. Spun around. Whoop. There goes Ethan.
Yep. Hello, Revelation. I tell you what, Joe, they have learned this turn 1 right here is going to be treacherous.
Absolutely. Bobby Zielinski, I told you, the man's going to put a hurt lock on him. He's got 1.9 seconds out front. Becky said you hate road racing. Now, I like road racing. It is a... And when I say this as opposed to oval style racing, because I came from road racing, there's a lot of things that you have to look. You're not really racing the competitors on the track so much as you are the actual track itself. And you really just have to actually, you got to be patient. You got to set your guy up. You got to set the turns up. Braking is a big thing here in road racing. That's another thing. These guys will feel braking. But Tim, what I raced, which was like the GT3 cars, I mean, those things are built for this stuff. They're a lot lighter than what these cars are. These are heavy, like bricks on wheels.
Yeah, that GT3 car is low on the track too, Joe, and that gives it a lot of gravity on the bottom. It holds it to the track.
Absolutely. It's glued to it, man, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Well, right now, Tyler Ducharme looking really good. He's up to 8th, started 4th, and man, I tell you what, he's a dirt track racer, and he just made that thing look like a dirt tracker coming out of there all kind of sideways. Appreciate everybody tuning in week in and week out here with the SRA Sim Racing Authority. That's right, road racing here tonight, Monza. You know, it is a lot of leagues do not run. I mean, NASCAR does not run at this track for real. No series do they run. So
they have though.
No, they've never run here ever.
I thought they run once.
No, they've never run in Monza. Like I say, Monza's a more of a GT3, GTE. Don't know if the Formula style run here. They might. Somebody out in the chat might be able to correct me on that. But anyways, but what I'm saying is, I do like the league here. They mix it up. They give a challenge to the drivers. They bring out tracks. If I'm not mistaken, I think they had to build a setup just for these cars out here. Gave it to everybody, and it's going to prove. It's going to show you what guys can drive and what can't.
I'll tell you what, Bobby Zielinski got a good lead on him there, Joe.
He does. He's got 2.3 seconds. Kyle Putt's trying to master that thing around, kind of in like a little bus stop here, and well, behind him there, Delonte Ballard. You can see them guys hitting the bumps. They're hitting the apex coming in.
Rumble strips.
Rumble strips. There you go. In the road racing terms, actually, in oval terms, we call them rumble strips. They call it the apex in road racing. So I'm with you. Rumble strip. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But you can see we've only completed lap 3. That man right there, 2.4 seconds. Bobby Zielinski out front as he heads around. Long sweeping style turns here. Got a lot of momentum. I love this track when I used to run it. Got to be very patient. You got this long straightaway. That's what I was telling you about here, Tim. As he comes out of the last turn, you got a lot of speed. Just to give you an idea of the speed he gets before he's got to go into turn number 1. He's at almost 183 mile an hour, and he has to blow that thing all the way down to 40 some miles an hour.
A lot of braking, Joe.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Chemo. The Formula One. I didn't know if they did run here or not. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're talking about going from 180 all the way down to 40 some mile an hour. I mean, that is hard on the brakes, hard on everything. I mean, this car's definitely got a lot of weight to it.
I'll tell you what, you got to lower that baby down to 140 mile an hour. Come off 140 mile an hour to go in that turn, Joe.
Mm-hmm. And you know,
that's
just oh yeah, no doubt it is. Freddie De La Rosa right now is trying to work on the back end of Jake Nichols. Just watch this battle. Like I say, well, you're going to get a little spread out here, and with road racing, think about road racing. It's not like oval. Everybody's going to be all up on top of each other. You got to set a guy up. You got to really set that dude up, and you got to set him up in the turn, certain parts of the track. You've heard the term. I don't know if you've heard the term, Tim. I've heard it a lot. More of a gentleman style racing here.
Yeah. I've seen Bobby get out in the grass right there. He's getting out in the grass there a little bit.
That's a good shot right there. I love it when they come across those rumble style strips in the little S style tournament, and those cars hit those rumble strips and throws it up in the air. You know these guys got their hands full.
Yeah, when you're looking dead at it like I am right now, you can hear it.
Absolutely. Look good. Well, we're watching Freddie De La Rosa, Nate Trito, Jake Nichols. They're all in a kind of a pack. Actually got Freddie Dale. Zoltan hurt right there. Kind of messed, overshot the turn. Jake's going to capitalize. That's what I'm saying. You set him up for the turn, and he's bringing Freddie De La Rosa with him. They're going to head off down into the front, big front stretch. Now, this is a passing zone coming out of the last turn. You can pass going into turn one, set them up. The problem is, better get that pass, you know, done before you go in there. As you see, Freddie tried to get up on the back end of Jake, and they come out of the turn. Well, they almost slid that thing sideways.
It don't take much to get it sideways.
They hammered down on it.
I tell you what, Benjamin Nelson has failed what? How far back?
Benjamin? Show me the Benjamins. He's in second.
Yeah, 2.5 miles, 2.3 seconds behind.
Yeah, 2.4, 2.5, yeah. Well, Jake's 9.2 back. Well, riding along with Freddie De La Rosa just to show people what it's like inside this car, what these guys are doing. My hat's off to them. Powering this heavy car around this track again. Folks, if you know, I've got video of me on my channel racing some of the road course races. I did it in Project Cars, and I've done a lot in GT3s. You can see me actually racing Monza. Actually, I think I do got a video out there. It's way down in my archive somewhere. But I worked on setups a lot here. And to me, this track is awesome. We're watching right here this kind of short shoot before you go into the last turn. Big, long, sweeping last turn. Get up some pretty good speed here, but then you got to woe it down, and it's kind of a momentum turn. And you could set this guy up coming out of the turn. We'll see if Freddie tries to. He can get that momentum. Maybe we get that speed there.
Still messing with Superman.
He is right behind Jake Nichols right now, trying to work him over.
Heard that. Ooh, Bobby got sideways there.
Which one?
Bobby Zelensky. He got Benjamin Nelson. Benjamin Nelson's right there trying to capitalize on that too.
Well, you know, Bobby's out front by 2.8 seconds over Benjamin Nelson. I call him Show Me the Benjamins. Looking good.
Yeah.
And Freddie De La Rosa made it around Jake. So let's work on the replay. Find out where the pass happened here. Was watching the leaders. Go back here and watch what happened to these two. Actually, I think it's where we were talking about. Set him up going into the turn one. Yep, look at that. Outbroke him going into turn one. Good textbook pass right there into turn one. That's what I was talking about, Tim, right there.
Yeah, if you get inside them there before they get there, you can get them.
Well, and then I say we went back live, and look at this. Now they're back side by side, so they're duking it out for third place. Freddie makes it back around. Jake's trying to make it back around, so these two guys are working each other over. We'll watch this battle a little bit because it looks like it's not done between these three machines with Zoltan. Every time I hear that Zoltan, it reminds me of the cartoon back in the 80s called Voltron.
Yeah.
Remember the Voltron show? I don't know if you remember that, Tim.
Yeah, how could I not remember that?
It was the lines, and they all formed up to make this big, almost like, you know, Transformers. They all formed up to make this big robot monster called, it was pretty cool. I used to watch it as a kid. Well, let's see what's going on back here. That's a good battle between those three. Tyler Ducharme's hanging on. You know, Tyler Ducharme, I gotta say something about him. He's having a good run. He's in 7th right now. And obviously Tyler Sifford, which, you know, I'll get to him in a second. Tyler's back in 15th. I call Tyler Mr. Popularity. You know why? Because, well, he's just popular and everybody likes him. He's got a good fan club. I guess I'm going to have to come up with a name on Tyler Ducharme and just start calling him Mr. Unpopular. Because every time I turn around, he's always in some controversy or stuff. And he loves it. I mean, he just breeds it, and I think that makes him a better racer, and it just kind of drives him on the racetrack. Pass out over that one.
I missed the wrong button.
Tim, I had to ask the question. How in the world do you miss the wrong button when you mash the same button week in, week out?
I'm taking my thumb off of it. I'm getting a drink of coffee and I can't put it right back on it.
Lord have mercy. That's right, Dre. Voltron. Well, I'll tell you what, Brent Punkari's up to 9th. Bryce Sinisek having a good run, sitting there in 10th. He got a little nose damage, must have got in the back end. There you go. Delonte Ballard, I call him the showstopper. Garrison Hogan. Well, I'm going to tell you, I got to give a good shout out to Garrison Hogan. He did make the field this week, but he didn't make the field last week, and he came up in the booth with me. Obviously, everybody knows Tim wasn't feeling well under the weather, and I was doing a lot of the races there, and Garrison wasn't doing anything. He wanted to come up, and first time in the booth, he did an outstanding job. And you know me, Tim, I love getting drivers up here in the booth. Why? Because it gives them a perspective of what we see on the track when we say, oh, you guys had a good race, and then they look at us all cross-eyed and go, what's wrong with y'all two?
That's right.
We got Ryan Waynes, Sean Williams. I know, Becky, that's funny, huh? And then we got Tyler Sifford. Like I said, he's back here, and he's got that Somewhere Saloon machine with Drea, and then Lucid Dreaming Entertainment on the side. I got the name right that time. He's back in 15th. Mark Newland, I call him the GTA man out there. He's back in 16th. Bobby Chaney, obviously Mr. Consistency, running 17th. Nicholas Caressel, 77. Now, he did change teams and sponsors this week. I don't dabble into why and the who's and the where and the what's not and whatever, but definitely on a new team and a new sponsor. So that's old Nicholas Caressel right there. Just right now, just kind of trying to drive. He's out there in a good gray machine. He's in 18th. Josh Robbins right behind them in the 8th machine. Ethan Kurtz spun earlier, still running about 20th, and David Shutt, not what he wants tonight. That 42 back at 21st. We got two cars out tonight, Tim. Aaron Cummings
already, huh?
Yep, Aaron Cummings and Kyle Healy out of the race.
I heard that.
Hashtag blame it on you.
Oh, no.
Your fault.
No.
Yeah, it's your fault. Well, I'll tell you what, right now, this man right here is putting a smacking on the field. He's got 3.2 seconds out front of Bobby Zielinski and out front of Benjamin Nelson, who is sitting in second. Freddie De La Rosa right behind him, about 11 seconds off the pace of the leader, who's got a little spread out from Jake. Now, we got another lap or so here, and the caution's going to come out. So everybody's going to get that, it'll be the first stage, and how that works is, yeah, you got Nate in there. All right, good deal. Well, Nate's having a good run. He's up to 6. But the first stage here tonight is going to be lap 10. The 10th place driver crosses the line. A caution will be thrown. And top 10 guys, well, they get some bonus points.
You got to wait that 10th car passes that line, though.
Right. Absolutely.
This is his lap right here coming up.
Well, Nate's doing a good job. He's right here sitting in 6th. He's got that Somewhere Saloon steak machine looking good right now.
At least he ain't got the popo after him.
Yeah, I know. No doubt. Like a country song.
Yeah, yeah.
I call it a 5-0, something with a po-po or something. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. I could probably ask my wife and then they'd know. Well, I didn't know that I had this camera pack here, man, for this, because it's kind of cool. Gives some good camera shots around this place. Kind of unique. Kind of like it.
Yeah, I ain't using them tonight. I don't have to.
Got a pass here, battle for 12th. Garrison Hogan looking to see like he's going to work over the 07 Riley.
All right, those shoes, that gummit.
Chemo said no popo allowed.
That's right. Bobby Zielinski's on his 10th lap, Joe, so it won't be long when we have a caution come out.
Well, let's ride along with Bryce Senesack here because he's coming out of the last turn. Once he crosses that line, that should bring the caution out here for the first stage of the night that Bobby Zielinski will lead. 10th place man right there, Bryce Senesack. Crosses the line. And they should throw the caution. unless Bobby Cheney's asleep. Might be. Who knows? They might not throw the caution. Now, he didn't say they was going to throw the caution. He just said the stage was at lap 10, so they might not throw the caution.
Yeah.
I'm going to retract my statement on that one. Folks, they might not throw the caution. Might just let it run, but the stage has ended. It was at lap 10, and the winner of it was Bobby Zalenski, and the man in 10th place there was Bryce Senesac. The top 10, Bobby Zalenski, Benjamin Nelson, Fede De La Rosa, Jake Nichols, Zoltan, Nate Trito, Tyler Ducharme, Kyle Putz, Brett Pancari, and Bryce Senesac. Started lap 11. Okay. All right, Chemo. And you might be right on that one. It might just start at lap 11.
They have to finish the 10th one, I think.
I think that might be what it is, too. Just so long around this place.
Yep.
Bobby Zalenski crosses the line, so as soon as that 10th place car right there, Bryce Senesac, who is 40 seconds back, almost like an attorney, but tell you what, man, good one so far.
Good way back there, ain't he?
Yeah, it's just so spread out here. Looks like your man's doing the work out here tonight.
Well, he's not doing too bad.
He's not doing well. He's leading. How much better does he need to do?
All right, caution's out.
Caution's out. First stage of tonight. First and only stage that is. And like I said, Bobby Zalenski wins it. Going to put Bryce Senesac in 10th place there. So the top 10 run it through, and they get that so valuable bonus point here. Wow. I guarantee you we're going to see everybody coming to the pit.
Gonna all get right back in the line again.
Pit stops, man. Pit stops.
Yep.
What would you think about the race so far? I mean, first 10 laps, pretty exciting.
Yeah, pretty good. They sure are strengthening it out.
Well, again, I really like the road racing. I like, these guys. It's a technical style racing. I know a lot of people might love, oval, getting it out there, beating and banging side by side. You really got to, you really got to understand road racing to understand how good of a race it is, and watch, because you're watching basically the guys race the track, and you're watching how they get into the turns, or braking. And you're watching more of how the driver drives it, more so than you are kind of action between, drivers beating and banging each other.
Yeah, it would be better if they were running like they are right now. It'd make a better race for people. They'd like to see that.
Well, that's true, but that's the difference between, and that's what I'm trying to get at. That is the difference between a road racing and an oval style racing. Is really, you get spread out here, you're racing more of the track. It's a technical style thing. When you're watching it as a spectator, you're watching how these guys maneuver the turns, how they run around here. It's just kind of different to explain. I mean, that's all. It's different than any style of oval racing.
It is, but it's awesome.
I enjoy it. And you're right, Keeman. That is good. It shows the driver's skill. Obviously, NASCAR runs Watkins Glen and Sonoma. Those two tracks are definitely good. This track here, probably a little bit more now, Sonoma probably is about as technical as this track is. Also, Watkins Glen, got a little more momentum. This track here probably a little bit more technical style, but the way the turns, momentum wise, the way the turns got slight bankings, the way they kind of lean into them. Got tight style bus stops, or S style turns as I call them. Got to come from way down, a lot of speed and woe that thing down. Brake fade is a big one, Tim. That's something that we don't talk about in oval racing unless they're like on a short track or a road course. You see these rotors, they get red. When I raced, that is something we had to worry about. at sort of the end of the run, is the brakes going to hold up?
Yeah, you couldn't get it to slow down, much less stop.
And that's where, you know, in iRacing and even when I race, you have to mess with the brake bias inside the car. Now, with this being a fixed style setup, they're able to get in there and mess with the brake bias, and you have to mess with that. And sometimes that can dictate how you get into the turn, how you get off the turn. You know, definitely being easy and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, the Roval, I see it. You know, my personal opinion on that Roval thing, which to me it's a road course. You know, I know why they call it Roval. It's a marketing thing, but my opinion on that track, that was just built and put together. I really just don't think that, and again, it's just me talking, I really don't think that design of it fits what they're doing. But hey, it's exciting. I mean, hey, it is exciting. It's new. People love it. They want, you know, to me, I'd love to see NASCAR come to tracks like this right here. Man, could you imagine the Cup cars on this track in real life? Tracks like Nürburgring GP, holy cow! I mean, those guys would. Wow, I mean, you want to talk about some wild style racing. Pit stops. Here we go. Everybody on pit lane. Who makes it off pit road here? Bobby Zalenski there. Benjamin Nelson makes it off. Oh, Zoltan. Oh, he had to slow up so he didn't get a speeding penalty. Zoltan might have beat him. Nope. Freddy Del Rosa got it out. Wow, that was a good run off pit road there. Battle. I mean, what y'all's feeling on road racing out there? Like I said, I enjoy it. We're at lap 13 here, or 27. So, you know, like I said, it's going by pretty quick. Whatnot. No, I know Bobby does. I think Benjamin does. Tyler, maybe Jake. Jake, I've seen him run road races before. There's a few of them out here that do. But you're right, most of them do run ovals. Bobby Zalenski, he pretty much can just drive about anything. You know, I mean, he's put that guy, I mean, put him in the pace car and he'd go out there and probably run everybody down. It's
real quiet right now, ain't it?
Well, you know, we're still in the caution, and yeah. Becky said, you hate it? Well, yeah. I think tomorrow night, though, check it out, because I think they are going to run the Roval tomorrow night. I don't have any Roval stuff, so you got 2 nights of road course racing here. It's going to be kind of cool. But I think tomorrow night they changed the schedule, and they're going to run the Roval. Check it over on Max Speed TV. Check it out. Cup Series tomorrow night. Ought to be very, very interesting to see what that Cup car will do at the Roval. They'll say road course. So there you go. Yeah, Bobby Z does run everywhere. That's why I call him the professor. The man really just, my hat's off to him. I mean, you know, I starting to sound like I'm talking about him a lot, like I do Jake, man, but I mean, the guy does. I mean, he gets in there. He's a pro driver, and there's a bunch of other pro drivers in here, but it's just he's definitely that good. He knows what he's doing. I can't take away from anything from any of the other drivers because there are so many of them out here. I mean, come on, man. And look at that. Kyle Ducharme up to 7th right now.
We're back to the front, ain't he?
Yeah. What you doing, man? You laying across the room in the bed or something?
I'm leaning back. How about that?
Good. Well, that sounds better. Also, you're leaning back, man. You kind of like, oh, big wigging it right now, huh?
Oh, yeah. I have to rest these legs every once in a while.
That's because you're old, right?
No comment.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to comment either, man. If, you know, Moses was my brother.
I'm going to knock him out, Dre. You and Becky. I'm going to knock him out.
I mean, you know, you two, man, you helped build the ark. I get it. I mean, I understand. It was hard work back in them days, wasn't it?
That pitch wasn't worth a flip.
Oh, that was.
Get it on, you couldn't get it off.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Well, I'll tell you what, right now, lights off on the pace car. We're going to get set to go back green flag racing here at Monza. And across that line will be lap 15 of 27 here. They'll have about, 12 laps if my redneck calculator's right. It's not broke tonight. Tim's is always broke.
Lap 30?
27.
27, that's when it's going.
That's what we're going to, yes.
Yeah. We on lap 14 now, of 27, yeah. What you said.
Absolutely. All right. That nice looking Porsche race car. Tim's got about 5 of them in his garage at home.
We got 13 laps to go on across the finish line, Joe.
Last time I checked, lap 15 to 27, that's only 12.
14 now.
Yeah, but when they cross the line, it'll be 15.
Yeah.
Hey, tell you what, old age and dementia.
I'm subtracting 14 from 28.
27.
27.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. That's what it is.
You're putting the 28 in there. It's 27 laps.
That
we're going.
one lap.
That one lap.
Yeah,
one lap. Yep. Well, I tell you what, either way, we're getting set to go back green flag racing here. Lights off. Coming down into the final turn, and pace car's going to jump off onto pit road, and Bobby Zielinski out front with Benjamin Nelson right there. Freddie De La Rosa right behind him. Zoltan, was always say, folks, appreciate everybody tuning in. How's it sound? How's it look out there? Haven't asked that. You know, I know y'all out here week in and week out cheering on your favorite drivers, your sponsors. No matter who's up here, I know y'all here week in and week out. But I always like to get the feedback from everybody. How's everything sound to you? And look. Oh, luckily, our power didn't go out. As soon as I say that, it probably will. But it'll be my luck.
Yeah. At least they don't get to see my old footy head.
Yeah, I know. I can turn on the webcam, they can see me. That would be good. That'd scare everybody off.
That's what I said, Becky. 13 to go.
Yeah, 13 to go right now. When they cross the line, anyways. Pace car's out of last turn, drops off on pit road. Bobby Zielinski's going to lead them. Here he goes, green flag flies. He drops the hammer. Let's see what these guys do heading off into turn one. It's going to be a cluster because you already see Freddie De La Rosa trying the inside with Tyler Ducharme. Who's going to give first in turn one? Look at Freddie outbreak Benjamin Nelson. I think they understand. Boy, they can't let Bobby Zielinski get away from him. They got to get near him.
Got to get it while we can, because them tires get heated up about 3 laps.
Well, if you let Bobby get too far ahead, then it's going to be long gone, setting the sunset on you. Everybody single file. They made it through the first turn very, very well. Freddie De La Rosa is trying to get right there near him. Back here to Kyle Putz and Company as they head off into this kind of a S-style turn there. Kyle's hanging on to it a little bit.
Well, Bobby sure is getting a lot of that grass coming in there.
Got pressure from old Freddie behind him.
Got to take all that track he can get.
Man, look at this good duking out battle going back here with Martin Uland, Josh Robbins, Ethan Kurtz back here. They're beating and banging.
Okay.
side by side here. Well, we appreciate it, Becky. You know, like I say, appreciate everybody. Mom squad out there, that's what we call it. And you know, we're just gearing up. I hope everybody's getting ready for Christmas time. I love Christmas time, you know, time of year. Josh Robbins almost overshot the turn coming out of it right there, but hope everybody, man's getting geared up because Sunday nights right now until the beginning of the year will be pretty much the only time you're going to hear me and Tim during the week. We're on resting time right now. Fall asleep.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, you lean back in that chair, you're gonna lean back and fall out that thing.
I'm watching our leader there. I'm watching our leader.
Okay, well, I'm watching Jake right here in a battle with old Nate Trito that went through that first turn there, kind of little S-style turn. Again, folks, I apologize. I don't really know the turns that well because I don't study Monza a lot. You know, like I said, in real life, they don't really run here. And, oh, boy, I tell you, the 94. Zoltan went in there hot and heavy. Kind of dirt tracked it a little bit. He did a good slide job.
But I'll tell you what. We got Freddie De La Rosa right on Bobby's back lid, buddy.
Trying not to let him get away like he did last time, trying to put some pressure on it. I know Freddie might be the man that can get it done here tonight. Maybe he learned something that first run there.
I can tell you one thing, he going in the same turn at the same time.
Love this turn right here because it's kind of a Extreme does not start up until I believe January. So yeah, we got Extreme coming back, but they won't start up until January. Most of the leagues I have won't start up until January. Obviously, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be those days. Tim being on the Monday night, and me and Tim will be together Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the Extreme. And then for January through February, I have an 8-week series that I'll be doing with Race Corps. So, you know, yeah, we got a lot starting back up. It's just kind of, you know, all leagues are kind of dying down a little bit. I didn't do a lot of advertising out there through December because I'm tired and old.
Oh, his foot.
And my foot, yes.
I tell you what, mine don't start up till Mondays on the January, but Joe, yours is going to run a little bit longer than mine.
Well, we start about the same time. I mean,
Yours going to be on Monday night?
Yeah, I got one on Monday night starting in January. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I mean, we start about the same time, and then obviously, you know, Extreme, you know, that one pretty much starts the same time, you know, when they do it. But I mean, we got Extreme. Obviously, gonna have SRA here on Sunday nights. It'll be a fun time to watch them. We got them. I mean, so we still got SRA, you know, here. We got a long way to go. It's not over with. As you still see Bobby Zielinski hanging on to it out front. Benjamin Nelson there in third. Freddie De La Rosa up in the second. Well, Tyler Ducharme sitting in fourth. Zoltan fifth. Jake Nichols back in sixth. Nate Trito hanging on to seventh. Bryce Senesack up to eighth. Run for him tonight. Delonte Ballard right there in ninth. And Riley Waynes up in the 10th. And we got a car. Delonte Ballard all over the place. Let's go back on the replay. He overshot the turn and went off, man, hanging off into the grass.
I heard that.
Whew, watch this replay here, folks. He went into the turn. I don't know if he had a little help or maybe just over. Oh, yeah, the car just got. He went through the sand pit right there. Woo! Had to hang on to it.
Tell you what, Joe. Benjamin Nelson's catching Freddie De La Rosa.
Uh-oh. Benjamin, show me the Benjamins.
But he's coming.
Absolutely. But you got some pretty good racing here. I mean, you still got SRA, and there's many other broadcasts out there from other broadcasters. I mean, so don't sweat. Y'all got a lot of racing out there y'all can watch. And Tim, you know, he ain't the only ones around.
No, but we're gonna take a break after these after Sunday night. So we're gonna take a break till January.
No, we ain't either.
Why?
Because the Sunday's gonna take right on into January.
What I'm saying, when they get through, we'll come back in on January.
Right, but
have a break from the other ones.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, we're in a break with them right now. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, we're pretty much, this one here runs through January. So
not a week ain't bad.
No, it's gonna be a good one. I know what happened to Tyler Sifford, but well, he's off the pace, back in 20th position.
Tell you what, I might have been off sick, but you know what? I enjoyed my off time.
Oh, where'd Tyler going? He's out in the sand pit making sand castles.
Messed up.
Yeah, he did. He thought it was beach time and went running out there into the sand.
Yeah.
Whew.
Freddie was catching, Benjamin was catching Freddie, but it looked like Benjamin messed up.
Yeah, and I tell you, just nobody's got anything for the man up there. Bobby Zielinski out front. Freddie De La Rosa trying to do what he can. I mean, Bobby's got it on lockdown up front here with these guys. Benjamin Nelson right there in the third place, and been hollering about him and his paint job all season long to tell his painter to save that thing in 24-bit, get rid of the alpha layer. I've sent a little tweet that Trading Paints has put out there about it. I'll tell you what.
Still ain't done it.
He taking a trip, Brad? Yeah, he must be. He was doing something. And some drivers, you're right there, Becky. Some drivers do not like road racing. Some enjoy it. Some just can't stand it.
Tyler don't like it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Now, I didn't like it in this style car. Get it? I wouldn't like it in like a cup car either.
Or no.
Yeah, just to me, stock cars, and against my opinion. Yeah, I mean, everybody's some people agree, some people disagree. The cars are just not built for road racing. Well, I've always said, Oliver, that me and Tim get up here, and it's a different style. Some people like what we have. Some people go for more of the professional call. We're not NBC. We're not Fox. We get up here, fun and exciting sim racing, and we want to make it exciting. We got to sit here and keep your attention. Obviously, you're out here watching your favorite driver. It don't matter who's up here in the booth. You're here to watch your favorite driver. But I don't know, this track's making me dizzy just watching. Well, I can kind of maybe make a static if it's the camera angles. I mean, because the camera angles here are kind of, I don't know, but I don't know. I can make them a static style. Right there you go.
Tell you what, Joe, you get a cockpit with Bob in them, you get busy.
Oh yeah, through that.
Oh,
what happened?
I'm gonna have to get out of there. He hit that hump, buddy. He come up off the ground.
Well, I tell you what, a shot we ain't done, and hopefully it won't get you dizzy. But let's go high and wide. Everybody loves this, and this is something that's kind of unique here at OSR Network. The Blimpy Cam. That's right, Blimpy. And everybody, man, it's hashtag Blimpy Life. And that's what we look. If you're not down with the Blimpy Life and the Blimpy Cam, then, well, you just not Blimpy. It gives you a good what's that?
Sorry.
Oh, well, it just gives you a good perspective of the facility and just how far apart these guys are. And at this track, it gives you a good perspective of how many trees is out there. So, but it's a good shot high and wide. And I always throw the Blimpy challenge out there that if you're mad at somebody, maybe just go to Walmart or run up down your neighborhood yelling Blimpy. They're either going to actually, man, look at you, throw you out of there. I would not advise going up to your significant other or anybody like that or any females and say, hello, Blimpy. That would not be advised unless you want brain damage. But there you go. OSR Network's on the Blimpy Cam for the fun and exciting sim racing here.
I'll tell you what, folks, you fall out of that blimp, you're going to have brain damage.
And that too, absolutely.
See, I fell out at Talladega that night, but it hadn't picked up off of the ground. I just fell off the steps.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good because you know at your age, I mean, you fall off the couch. What Chemo said? Where's my sandwich?
Ain't on no couch.
Well, we know, Tim. You fall out the bed all the time. Chemo said, "Where's his sandwich? What sandwich?"
I don't know what sandwich.
I don't know. I did put hashtag Blimpy. That's what my name is on the Call of Duty on the computer. I said Big Blimpy.
Blimpy Joe.
Blimpy. Right. Well, that man right there, he's doing a Blimpy good job. That's Bobby Zielinski out front. I tell you one thing we can do, and I ain't done this in a while. Oh man, he's not here tonight with us. That would actually be John. Haven't seen him in a while, but do an OSR Network rundown order. Tell you what, man, these guys are kind of spread out a little bit. Wrong button, my bad. That's not going.
Okay, now what did you just say to me a few minutes ago?
Well, the wrong button. I'm making guys look bad.
That's the way I did.
What? You washing off on me. All
Oh
right,
no!
Yeah. All right, let's get out here because the leader here tonight, he started on pole. He's out front here. Bobby Zielinski, I call him the professor. He's got that virtual racing school, and yes, that is a real thing here on iRacing, and he is one of the teachers that actually teaches guys to get out here on the iRacing platform. And that's Bobby Zielinski out there, pro driver out front in this one. Freddie De La Rosa started second, currently running second. Good old Freddie man right there. A good run trying to run down old Bobby Zielinski. Benjamin Nelson, I said, show me the Benjamin. Started third. Well, he's currently in third. Back there, man, trying to hang on to this spot. There's old Zoltan. He's got that number 94 looking good. He's got to go. Zoltan started 8th. He's up to 4 so far. Jake Nichols, calling him the Superman, SimSpeedShop.com, started 5th, and he's currently hanging on to that 5th place spot here. Nate Trito, new team, new sponsor, Somewhere Saloon, all that on it. Started 7th. He's currently sitting in 6th. You got Riley Wayne right there in the 07 with the Yes Machine, SRA. Started 18th. He's moved it up to 7th so far. Tyler Ducharme, well, yeah, Mr. Unpopularity itself and Unpopularity man himself, started 4th. He's back there in 8th. Got a little front nose damage on that machine. Bryce Senesac, good with that DIX Racing. Started 11th, currently up to 9th. Brett Punkari, Epson Machine, started 10th, currently running in the 10th place. Delonte Ballard, Top End Gaming right there. As you can see, glowing those rotors red as he started 12th, currently sitting in 11th. Sean Williams, 89, started 17th up to 12th. Ethan Kirk spun earlier, bounced back, started 13th. He's running 13th. Mark Newland started up there in the 15th spot, currently running 14th in the 96 machine. Josh Robbins, got that branded machine there, started 21st. He's moved up some, up to 15th place. Harrison Hogan, front end nose damage to that discount machine, and as we see, he's going off into the grass, started 20th. He's up to 16th right now, having his hands full. Mr. Consistency himself there. Bobby Cheney started 16th. Well, he's running 16th. Kyle Putz behind him, started 9th. Boy, he has lost a lot of ground, back in the 17th spot. Harrison Hogan, we just saw him. He lost a lot. Tyler Sifford, not liking it tonight, but hey, he'll get a beer and a steak from Somewhere Saloon there and some entertainment from the Lucid Dreaming. Started 14th. He's back to 19th. Mr. Popular himself. You got Nicholas Caressel, all gray machine back here. Now he's all clean, not having the night that he'd want. He started 22nd, up to 20th. David Shutt, well, he's got his own nightmare happening here tonight. That's what I call him. Started 6th, back in 21st, 1 lap down. Out to 91, so we got 2 cars out. Aaron Cummings and Kyle Ely out of this one. Takes us back up to this man, Bobby Zielinski, who has dominated pretty much the whole entire race. As we got 5 to go here.
I'll tell you what, Becky, I love them PJ sandwiches. Peanut butter and jelly.
Is that like PJs, like, you know, get your PJs on?
No. Peanut butter and jelly. I changed it.
Yeah, Jason, absolutely.
PBJ.
Benjamin Nelson, that's our running 3rd, having a good run here tonight.
Hey, Jason.
I just need to get his painter, man, to fix that darn paint job so I can show off his, yeah. It's a weird track, man. Monza tonight.
Noodle sandwich.
Noodle sandwich?
No.
How in the world do you make... Now, I'm curious now. What is a noodle sandwich? Now you've intrigued my interest, and there's a big word. I know that I just blew Tim's mind. Like,
what? Trade?
Yeah, I just intrigued it. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big word. You know, I pulled that out of the redneck thesaurus.
You must have pulled it out of the redneck.
Look, I can throw some big words out there every once in a while, you know. And then I forget what I say afterwards. I mean, hey.
Intrigued.
Teriyaki noodle sandwich. Never heard of it.
I like teriyaki. I like teriyaki noodles and soup. Soup and sandwiches. Soup and sandwiches go together.
How about I just get me some Chef Boyardee and Vini sausages and call it a night?
That's a potted meat.
Can I go in the dictionary and get that word, Joe? You probably could. You'd have to get it in like a some highfalutin style dictionary. I usually hear it on TV, and then that's where I get it from.
Intriguing. It ain't no new word.
No, it's not, but it's a big word. It's for those highfalutin style, fancy, educated people.
Jumped over your bonnet.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Well, right now we got 4 to go here, and this one is Bobby Zielinski. He's out front, dominating right now, the 4.4 second over Freddie De La Rosa. Benjamin Nelson's up in the 3rd. Jake Nichols there in 4th, and his old 10 rounds the top 5.
He led every lap, ain't he, Joe?
Let's see how many laps he has led out here tonight. Led 24, pretty much, yeah. I think he has led every lap.
Yep, that's every lap.
Impressive. That is domination right there. That's what I call hook your seatbelt up in your recliner. And again, folks, if you got a seatbelt or a harness in your recliner, show me a picture and why. I mean, maybe it's because your wife smacks you in the head. You just want to not fall out of the chair. I don't know. I'm just saying. If you got it, let me know.
If you ain't got it, let him know.
Yeah, if you ain't got me, let it know. Yeah, I mean, hey, good one. Yeah. Boy, Tyler Sifford all off the track right there again. Back in 20th, not the night he wants. He's getting lapped down as we're getting set here with 3 to go. Kind of going through the field, looking at cars. Wow.
It's not. This interview's not going to be that intrigued there.
Why not?
Well, they haven't changed none.
Oh? Come on, man. I mean, it's gonna be exciting. I'll tell you what, Tim. I'll trade you in for a new Tim.
Yeah, all right.
Do they got those?
Got bobblehead.
Oh, is that what I need? Give me a Tim bobblehead.
Yeah, we got bobbleheads coming out this time.
Oh, we do? Who's making those? Tim and Joe bobblehead?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, really? Yeah?
They'll sit on your dash, and when you make a wrong turn, they'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. Yell at you, Blimpy. Yell at you. What's wrong with you, Blimpy? Wrong turn. Say he's going to steal your lunch money. Buy lunch with it and eat it in front of you.
I'm fixing to eat me a PJ sandwich there in a minute, peanut butter and jelly.
There you go. I think my wife said she's going to make some chocolate delight.
Oh, God.
Awesome. The barbecue chicken earlier.
I don't like chocolate.
Yeah, I know there's something wrong with you now.
Chocolate is not my thing.
I know there's something wrong with you now. I knew that you had to grow up back in the ancient Rome times now.
My daughter's the same way. She can't eat chocolate. She breaks out in hives.
Lord of mercy. Don't like chocolate. What is wrong with you?
I just don't like chocolate. I just don't like chocolate.
I mean, I love chocolate. My stomach don't like it because it kind of blows out and I look like the Michelin Man. Yeah,
now I can drink a little bit of chocolate milk, the real Barber's chocolate milk, but I just can't sit and eat chocolate by itself.
Yeah. I love Reese's now. Reese's is my favorite. That's my weakness.
Well, Reese's is all right, but it ain't got just a thin layer of chocolate on it.
That's true. Yeah.
The rest of it's peanut butter. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
Peanut butter.
Tim, I tell you what, getting to the final laps here in this one. Bobby Zalenski out front still leading. We got 2 to go. Going to cross the line. White flag here for him. Man has just laid the smack down here at Monza, has led every lap, and he's on the final one here tonight.
Better be careful, Joe.
Yeah, well, tonight, I tell you what, you know, we've seen the Monza track, which is unique. Tomorrow night, check it out, Max Speed TV there, folks, if you want to watch the SRA Cup Series. They're going to be at the Roval for the first time with a Cup car. That one will be interesting, and I know the Mom Squad and all will be out there watching it. There you go, Jason Twix is good too. That's awesome.
I love Reese's too there, Drea. I tell you what, Joe, if he makes a mistake right here, Freddie De La Rosa is going to get him.
Freddie's 3.9 back. He would have to make a major mistake, which he's just not made one all night long. He looks on rails and smooth, riding along with old Bobby Zalenski right now.
He'd have to make a turn. He'd have to turn all the way around.
Good run so far. Yeah, you're right. And he's coming down here. He's getting to the final turns here. Close this one out here at Monza.
Yeah. Congratulations to Bobby Chaney and them. They've done a good job tonight.
Oh, yeah. The whole crew here. I mean, it's not just about him, but he's got one more turn to get it completed. And Freddie Del Rosa, he's trying. He's back there mowing the grass and trying everything he can.
It just ain't coming up to his time.
Just definitely can't do. Bobby's got that thing glued and locked down. Final turn, final time here. Bobby Zalenski at the last turn across the line, and he is going to win it here at Monza for the SRA Iracing Xfinity Series. Freddie De La Rosa is going to pull it off in second. Benjamin Nelson's coming out of the final turn, going to be up in the third place spot. Jake Nichols coming out of the last turn himself there, nobody around him. Going to cruise up to the fourth place. Zoltan up there to fifth. He comes out of the last turn. Nate Trito, he's hanging on to it. He's going to be sixth. Everybody, man, is just coming around here. Boy, I tell you what a run by these top 3 guys right here.
But I tell you what, Bobby Zalenski, he has led every lap tonight, and he's showing us he is the king.
Oh, yeah. He put a hurt lock on these guys.
Yes, he did. It's time to talk to him, Joe. It's about time for him to get back around to the side there.
Let's, if we can't bring him up here and get a word with him, because Benjamin Nelson here in third. Freddie De La Rosa right there.
Yeah. Benjamin Nelson, it's Tim McBride, OSRN booth. You got a copy?
I'm damn. Ain't got him here yet.
Oh, I seen it move. I didn't know.
Oh, I'm putting him down in the waiting room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's getting excited. That's good.
there's Freddie congratulating him.
Yeah. Tell you what, now bring old Benjamin Nelson up here and let's get a word with him.
Benjamin Nelson, it's Tim McBride, OSRN booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Buddy, Tonight has been a good race there. Y'all get scattered out. You can't catch one another when you get that way, can you?
Nah, you pretty much just have to rely on a mistake from the other driver. And I made a few this race, but just wasn't really enough. We were all pretty spread out.
I tell you what, Bobby Zielinski didn't make no mistakes. He done a good job.
Yeah, I mean, everybody makes a little tiny mistake, but he makes so little of them. They don't really matter to anybody. So, I mean, he's a great driver. There's a lot to learn from what he does on road courses, especially. So, I'm looking forward to next race at Chicago at Roval.
Well, I ain't got that one. I had to buy that one. I didn't even know that one was out till tonight there. How did that car handling them turns?
It's pretty tight for the slow speed corners, but after the rear tires start wearing off, it gets a little loose, especially when you try to put the power down. It was a little bit of a loose cannon there.
What was it, about 4 laps on them tires?
Yeah, I mean, maybe 4 to 6 laps, they started getting pretty slippery.
I heard that. Well, you got anybody you want to thank tonight there, Bo?
Yeah, I'd like to thank MSME Media for MS Awareness, and the Shotgun Tooth Association, the CMTA, and all the admins for SRA, and you guys for broadcasting the races, and all the competitors here that ran a great race. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a good time tonight watching all too, Benjamin. Congratulations there on that 3rd place, buddy. We'll catch you next week, maybe, okay?
Thank you.
You're
Hey,
welcome,
Benjamin,
my friend.
I'm gonna
Yes,
tell you,
sir.
tell that painter to fix that paint so I can look at them awesome sponsors out there.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
I hear you, man. Hey, good congratulations on that 3rd place. All right.
Thank you.
All right, man. I tell you what, there it is. I call him showing me the Benjamins there. Well, Benjamin Nelson, he does an outstanding job here. Well, let's bring up this man, Freddie De La Rosa. Well, he needs no introduction. He tried to run down. Let's bring him up here, 2nd place, man. Let's get a talk with him, Tim.
Freddie De La Rosa, you got a copy on Tim McBrayer in the booth.
Yeah, we got a copy.
But you just couldn't. You could get up there, but you can't come up close enough to get a setup, could you?
No, didn't have the speed.
I tell you what, you done a good job there. I thought you was gonna catch him there for a few minutes there, but them tires started wearing off.
Yeah, I think Bobby was consistently about a 10th or so faster than me, and then I made a mistake there that really just let him run away with it. But good race overall. Made a mistake at the beginning and was covered to 2nd place, which is what it was about.
I tell you what, Freddie, if he had made a mistake, you'd have capitalized on him. He'd have had to turn a 360 for you to got up on him, but I believe you could have got the better outcome of that.
Well, I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
If he had made a mistake and done a 360 in the track.
Oh, yeah, well, Bobby's always gonna be hard to make a mistake for him. But, like, in the beginning of the race, I did get ahead of him, but I cut the corner a little bit. Would I have not cut that corner, I think it would have been a great battle for the win.
That's been good there. You got anybody on thank there, bub?
Yeah, thanks to Bobby for putting all the effort. Big and people that showed up and raced, and definitely the broadcast. Great broadcast.
We appreciate you there, Freddie. Maybe we can talk to you next week there, buddy. You have a good one here.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. All right, Joe.
Well, I tell you what, Freddie De La Rosa does an outstanding job and drives the wheels off of that machine week in and week out, and I love seeing it. But this guy right here, I call him the professor, and rightfully so, because he puts a hurt lock on him. Bobby Zielinski, Joe out in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes.
Well, man, Bobby, I tell you what, it's coming a natural thing here to get to talk to you week in and week out, but I call you the professor, and it's good reasoning. I mean, it's virtual racing school on the side. Definitely, man, know how to school them out here, but is there anything that you just cannot drive here on iRacing?
Oh, I try to be able to drive anything, because, I mean, I just love racing and love driving, so, I mean, there's certainly cars I'm not very good at, but, you know, when it comes to the NASCAR stuff on the road, I really, really enjoy it.
Well, you know, And that's, and I tell you, you dominated here tonight. I mean, in fine fashion, Mazda. They don't run this track in real life, but take us through. I've run this track with the GT3 cars and love it. But what is the difference between a car like that is pretty much a glued to the track, built for road racing, as opposed to this thing that's like a brick on wheels going around a road race?
Yeah, this thing is just, like you can't rely on downforce with this thing. You just gotta wheel the thing around the place. But at the same time, you need to wheel it, but you can't be too aggressive and slide the tires too much, because then you'll kill your tires. And it's really easy to like slide your tires, lock up under braking, and like these things are so hard to slow down. It takes a lot of blipping when you're downshifting. You have to go down into first gear for a couple sections, and it's just you just got to be really precise with it. And I think the biggest, most difficult part of this track with these is like the big braking zones, which there's like 4 of them actually. And I think that's where you can gain and lose a lot of time.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, there ain't no. I'll tell you what, well, you made it look easy out here, and I know it's not. I mean, coming around this track is definitely a very technical style track, and I use that word because some tracks that are technical, some tracks that aren't. Hey, you had it handled, but man, I tell you what, you pulled a victory off here at Monza. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, shout out to Freddie. He always brings the best out of me and SRA on these road courses. I've been racing him for many years before we were on iRacing, and he's a beast, and he's game. He's always game when it comes to the road stuff. He's always on it, and he'll always give you his best. And it might have been like 4.5 second gap at the end, but it would have been a lot closer had he, I guess, he got like just messed up and went off track. I don't know what happened, but he lost a bunch of time somehow. But on clean laps, we were really close, and on that restart when he got to second, I had to concentrate. I had to get my game face on, or I wasn't going to win. So big shout out to him. He's awesome to race against.
Yeah,
Yep, sorry. I'd say just thanks to everyone at SRA for putting the series on. You guys are broadcasting, and Virtual Racing School, of course.
Man, and as always, man, I tell you, and you talk about you and Freddie, watch y'all week in and week out. Seeing y'all get together on the oval side, and y'all do make it exciting. But, man, Bobby, again, congratulations on that win here tonight at Monza.
Thank you.
All right, I tell you what, right there you go, Tim. The man puts it in victory lane. Let's get our unofficial results order. As Bobby Zielinski puts it in victory lane, Freddie Del Rosa there in second, Benjamin Nelson up to third, Jake Nichols fourth, Zoltan Hertzeg, there he in fifth, Nate Trito sixth, Riley Wayne sitting in seventh, Tyler Ducharme to eighth, Brett Pancari ninth, Bryce Senesac rounds the top 10. As look to the rest of this field, whew, it was a wild one here in this road course there, Tim.
Boy, I tell you what, Joe, we had a good race tonight, and then guys showed us how it's made, especially Bobby Zielinski there. He showed us how this track was laid out.
Yes, he did. And folks, I hope you enjoyed it, as myself here and Tim up in the booth. As always, for that man right there, Bobby Zielinski, for the SRA gang, and everybody out there in the chat, and myself here and Tim up here in the OSR Network, we love it. Gonna head out of here, Monza. Everyone, have a good night.
Good night from Monza Speedway, everybody. We'll see you next week.